What's going on, everybody? It's your one and only Average Mo, and this is another episode of Average Mo's Corner. That never gets old. All right, you guys. Hope everyone is having a glorious week, day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever time of day you're really watching this right now. As you can tell, once again, different scenery. Man, I'm loving this weather. Absolutely loving this weather. So I seized the opportunity, and well, this episode's outside, let alone me being a little in tune with the nature. But anyways, enough about me. Okay, you guys, today I'm gonna talk about self-love. Yes, self-love is the subject matter today. But before we get started, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to a local business, okay? So for today's episode, the local business is Ellis the artist. Yes, you heard it, folks. My brother from another, grew up with him since grade school. David Ellis Leary, again, otherwise known as Ellis the artist. That's his IG name. I will have it written down at the bottom in the bio for this video, for this episode. You guys, he is, oh man, my head's just spinning right now with how talented this dude is. And I'm not just saying that because he is a dear friend of mine, brother of mine, super close. Just music, graphic designs, logos. He's just a bundle full of artistic skills. And like I said, Ellis the artist is the small business shout out for this episode. Make sure you check him out on all social media platforms. Give him a like, subscribe to his channels, and everything like that. He also does music. Like I said, just a handful. You're gonna get a kick out of the talent this guy has. So without further ado, let's dive right into it and cover a little bit of what I call self-love. Okay, I've been given some thought about how I want to go about covering self-love, and you know, I thought about best way to cover it is to spit it from the heart, raw, organic, and speak my mind, right? So self-love, what self-love means to me is what self-love means to me is obviously loving yourself, but let's take it a little bit further. How do we love ourselves, okay? Is it looking in the mirror and admiring ourselves, loving ourselves, you know, finances aside, you know, loving ourselves and want to go on a shopping spree, do all of that stuff. Self-love, you know, just self-nurturing. And that's the next, I just jumped right into it. But like I said, this is all just spitting out the way it is, just off the chromodome here. Is self-acknowledging and self-loving, knowing your worth, knowing how valuable you are, taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. This is another part of it that I thought about and how I was gonna shine my own light about the subject matter to you guys. And I don't want to dive in it too deep, but okay, here it is. When it comes to loving yourself and then having the, not the argument, but kind of just like the feedback to, well, hey, well, I experienced a bad relationship and it's because of this person, or I was raised in such a way, and so on and so forth. And I get it, and I highly respect it. You're in your shoes, I'm in my shoes. That's what makes us so unique. We're all unique and different within our own ways. But I truly believe that it's our job to self-acknowledge, assess ourselves, right? Whether it's with a piece of paper, whether it's with someone mentioning it to us, okay, like, hey man, or you know, I've noticed these few things have been going on with you, like, are you okay? And it's hard and it's tough love. And like I said, it's very much respect to anyone who's dealing with stuff like that. But there has to come to a point where you need to look in the mirror, or if you don't have a mirror, you just self-talk, right? And just hearing your own voice or writing it down. You gotta have that enough is enough mentality. You are in complete control of your well-being. You are. And you know, love is a beautiful thing when you're able to be blessed by it with another person, but very much one and the same. It's absolutely critical to love yourself, because it's, oh man, it's just, where is the love gonna come from when there's no one around, when you don't have that good job in your ear, or you don't have just that acknowledgement from someone else, right? So it's important that we take control of our lives. And you know, it's hard work. Anything worth gaining requires hard work. Okay, I believe that, right? This is all opinion based, but self-love, I truly believe it's rooted with self-acknowledging what you deserve out of yourself, what you deserve from others. And you know, amongst this topic being discussed, I want to take advantage of having your attention right now and reminding you that you are loved, that you are important, you're amazing, you're a difference maker, whether you think so or not. And I just want to make sure that you know that, and I mean it to the fullest of my heart. Because I'll tell you what, I know I'm amazing. I know I am unique and just as much as yourself. And if you just within those quick little spiels of what I just mentioned right now, it's about adapting that mentality, right? Like I said, anything worth gaining, you have to work for. Okay, I didn't just wake up and have these type of thoughts. It takes work, you know. And there it goes again. My head just spinning with thoughts, but and trying to register to spit it out. But whether it's with yourself, with self-love, and although I understand I am mentioning outside entities such as people or material, it's our job to surround ourselves with the energy that's going to produce self-love. Okay, social media is a huge benefactor that you could take advantage of when it comes to following inspirational people, positive vibe type of stuff, or if it's just self-love. And I tell you what, it sounds so silly, but hey, self-love, if you are into animals or nature, and that's how you're acknowledging your self-love and giving yourself that satisfaction that you got to see that on the social media page or whatever, then that's self-love. There's, like I said, this is all just raw and organic, and I couldn't tell you without looking up the definition, I guess, like what self-love means. But for me, it's just acknowledging the respect out of yourself, acknowledging the, I mean, like I said, I just went on a tangent, and I always want to produce quality over quantity. Okay, and even so, love yourself, you guys. You know, remind yourself daily. Especially at a time like this during the pandemic, and I don't want to, you talk about that too much, because that's not the point of this episode. But hey, it's just love yours. You're in the situation that you're in. you know, for whatever particular reason. But again, a reminder, you have complete control of your outcome, right? Sometimes we hit a bump in the road and you know, it's not in our favor, but how are we going to respond? How are we going to love ourselves and move forward from there? Surround yourself with the people that are going to help you. If you don't have anyone, hey, love yours. God loves you. I promise you. And you will never be alone, you guys. Again, self-love, love yourself. I, for one, love others. It's infectious. So while you're working on that self-love, I'll tell you what, you start loving others around you, that stuff will radiate and it'll attract. And you'll come to find out that you're doing yourself a much larger service than you even think. So, all right, you guys. I hope I was able to plant some seeds, a little bit of nuggets for you this week. And again, just as a reminder, today's shout out was Ellis the artist, my brother. Much love. Check him out. And don't forget, you guys, it is only the middle of the week. Keep hustling. Moving forward, just to throw out there, personal schedule is going to be picking up a little bit in different directions. So I may or may not be sticking to Wednesday. Okay? I may or may not be sticking to Wednesday, but regardless of the fact of my own schedule of movements, I still will be showing you guys love every week with positivity and any type of information, entertainment, and again, you guys, above all else, making sure that you guys are staying up. Much love. Stay blessed, you guys.